So, one of the hardest things to do as an entrepreneur, a founder of your company, or anyone in any kind of like leadership position, right, is being able to identify what is the correct problem that you need to be solving for with where you're currently at in your life cycle, right? What you're about to watch is a group coaching call that I did where actually I got some data from some clients. They're trying to scale to 30K a month. They're like 10 to 15K. And they said they needed, or they think they needed to do X, when in reality, when actually giving them the full picture, it's like, hey, you actually need to do Y. I think for a lot of us, myself included, guilty as charged, we look at stuff because we're so discombobulated and we have so much stuff compartmentalized in our head. It's hard to actually figure out what problem we genuinely need to solve until you can kind of zoom out and take some time to look at everything, right? And so what I did is I brought the data into the group coaching call, asked them what they think, and all of them had the same exact answer. And that answer is genuinely what most people would say, but it actually wasn't the right answer that you would need to do. So I hope you guys find some value in this. Take some time to see how I think through this. Like always, like, comment, share. Let me know down below what you want to see next, and let's hop into it. All right, I want to do one other exercise. This is super important. I experience this more than anything else when I'm coaching. I don't like coaching. Ugh, I hate that term. It makes me sound like I'm inferior or superior. Consulting, helping my brothers and sisters out. I have so many people who come to me and they're trying to problem solve. Okay. And they're like, this is the problem. I think I need to do this. 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 Guys, I cannot count how many times where I actually sit down and I think through stuff with them and they're like, oh, fuck. There's a reason why people pay Hormozy 50 grand an hour to be told the same thing they've already been told before. Okay. I just had this with someone recently. But let's talk about this one. So I got this message on Discord from clients in GCI. And basically what it was is, here's what their numbers. I'm not going to read them to waste your time. But they said, we want to scale to 30K in cash collected by next month minimum. The ads we are running are this: 300 follower, this, blah. We are thinking about bringing on an Australian setter closer as we think that we can help, that can help us get there. We want a game plan with you on how that will get us there. What are your thoughts? Okay, actually, I'm not going to put that. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. How do you guys think they're going to get to 30K cash collected? I'm telling you guys right now, this is super important. Most people do not know how to actually sit down, take their head out of the game, and understand what problem they need to solve right now to move the needle. And if you guys don't know, it's fine. I'll butt in. Let's just talk about it.
Maybe increase
Right?
ad spend, just triple that shit. And he'll be at 40.
You guys agree with Edwin? Yeah? I see some head shaking. All right, let's go into it because I'm running out of time. Every single consultant would say what Edwin would say. Why? Because they don't understand the business as a whole. They're going to say, dude, your booking calls are $100. My God, your no-show rate's only 9%. You collect the 12. Every person is going to say, dude, just increase your ad spend. What did I tell them? If you don't understand business, and this is a good lesson for you guys, the return on cash collected day one is 1.96. That's below KPI. Your day one cash collected needs to be 3 to 5x. Okay. You are the most profitable when you are at the beginning stage of your life cycle. As you scale, not only do you have team members that are going to deter your P&L, the nature of scale of advertising, your costs are going to go up, right? Your cost per book call will eventually double. You're the most profitable at the beginning stage. So the fact that you're even under KPI right now, when you scale this, it's going to get even lower. Okay. Here's the other thing. Revenue to cash collected. Let's just call this 13. Let's call that 38. That is that's below a 50% cash collected percentage. You ideally always want to be collecting 50% up front. If you're at the beginning stage of your life cycle, don't trip, right? These guys, they're doing well. They need to be aiming for that. So here's the other context of the situation. I told them, hey, bro, if you scale this, like every other consultant, you probably go join another program. Everyone's going to say what Edwin said. Increase that spend. This shit will break. You won't be profitable eventually. Your P&L is going to be fucked. Here's what they were doing. This is a good lesson for you guys. They had two products at $3 grand, 1,500. They were getting to the end and they were pitching both price points. I said, what in the hell are you doing? You always lead with the main thing and it's always the most expensive thing. The minute they did that, because there was a very slow month, the first half of this month, send me a message, dude, thank you so much for letting us know that. Our closer literally has already just closed 4 3K deals back to back. Prior to that, the issue was everyone was taking the $1,500 deal. I said, of course they are. That's human psychology. They don't know you. They're going to take the cheaper option. But here's the main thing. I want you guys to understand that I've experienced with everyone in the program. Please. I told them this for the 5th time after this, and now they're finally doing it. I said, you need to increase your price to 5K USD minimum. Okay. This inherently will go up with your price going up. And I know that's hard to believe, right? But I told them moving forward, your closer needs to start pitching 5K anchor and hold to his guns. If he needs to loop down to 3K, that's fine. But just by you charging more, it'll do more for you. I'll give you guys a great example. There was a guy in the program named Miguel Garzin. Came in, he was doing 60K a month, okay? He came to me with issues with ads, and he came to me with like 6 things. He was like, this is what I need to do. And I said, bro, this is not what you need to do. I said, you do realize what you need to do because your company is really good right now. You're just not profiting enough. I said, you need to take your 3K price point up to 7K. He's like, he literally said, bro, I can't do that. No one's going to buy that. I said, to be honest, brother, we're not doing anything else. I'm not helping you until you start doing it. I can go show you the screenshots. There's like a few of them in there. Literally the next week, he sends 3 7K deals back to back in the GCP Wins channel. And he said, KC, thanks, my man. The easiest thing that most people can do is increase your price. And so that was their biggest thing was, hey, increase your price. And I told them, this sure is going to help. But you want to get to 30K in cash collected, we should not be thinking about that right now. Fix the price point, fix how you're pitching it, one thing, right? Okay, when you start doing this, that inherently will go up by itself. And you need to tell your setter to try to be collecting at least 50% up front. Once we can have this, once we have 2, go to 6, right? Because KPI is 3 to 5. But dude, when you're at the beginning stage, I see people at 7 to 12. This shit, scaling this, you're going to break the business. Okay. So just I want you, again, the reason you guys are here, not just to learn ads, I want to help you guys think through business acumen, how to think, how to actually engage in these conversations with your clients too, right? So hopefully you guys are taking what I'm saying to heart and you're learning and you're compartmentalizing it. Minimum return on it's day 1 cash collected, by the way, not overall. So your day 1 cash collected, what's your ROAS? Ideally minimum 3 to 5. Day 1 cash, 3 to 5. Okay. Your revenue to cash collected percentage needs to ideally be 50% minimum. If you're at the beginning of your life cycle, obviously just get some clients in the door. Usually you want to collect 50% up front. Okay. And the easiest lever you can pull is your pricing. Then you can worry about this stuff. Then what can we do, Edwin?
Scale that shit to the moon, baby.
Then you can max out the MX. You know, that's when you max out the MX. So does that make sense to everyone? Cool. Hopefully I just gave you guys a business 101 lesson. All righty, my people. I got a dip. Love you guys. Let me see if there's anything real quick. Do more 100%. Hormozis has the saying, right? More, better, new. More, better, new. Do more of what is already working. Milk the out of it. Can you make it a little bit better? Cool. After that, then try something new. Period. Alrighty. Return on cash collected. Hopefully that makes sense. So if I spent, it's your acquisition cost essentially, but cash collected rather than revenue. So if I spent $900 to close a deal and I only collected, say I spent $1,000 to close a deal and I only collected 2K, my ROAS on the 2K would be 2x, even though the contract may be 4K. So if I close the deal and the revenue was 4K, well, then my ROAS on revenue would be 4x. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, I'll create a training on it. Hopefully you guys got some sauce. Again, when you guys are here, I always join calls on all my other programs. It's so funny. I have so many guys. I join Justin's, Joel's, Revi's. This is what people do until they can ask their question. When I join, bro, I'm literally listening to everything that this guy is saying. When a person asks a question, how is he answering it? Like, what is his response to someone's answer? Interesting. That's how he thinks about it. Okay. Oh, and boom, data set. Interesting. Okay, so that's how he thinks. Interesting, right? And so hopefully, while you guys are here, that's all you're trying to do is soak in. How do I? Not what I'm saying is an absolute, but so you can have it in the back of your data set. And so when you're having conversations with your clients, boom, you have an understanding of maybe how you can construct your conversation. You're consulting, right? I want to give you guys not just the bullshit foundational stuff, but the higher level business acumen. Actually, high level. It's not fucking. There's levels to this game. You know, it's not it's not high level at all. But
Wait, DC, can you go over that conversation thing like one more time real quick?
what conversation thing?
Like how he was like listening and then consulting.
Yeah, like as far as like joining programs.
Yeah, like I didn't pick up like what you said.
Yeah, so like I'll give you an example. Joel Kaplan and Justin Saunders were the last programs I was in. I would join their group coaching call. Everyone would just be twiddling their thumbs. Not everyone, handful of people would be on their phones until they would call on him for the question. Okay, then the guy would answer. So many people are so not truly grasping or trying to grasp everything to level the fuck up. When I joined Eddie Malouf's call, bro, there's questions that you guys are asking that they're asking Joel, that they're asking Eddie. I'm answering those questions in a certain way. I'm tuning in. I'm joining those calls to see how they're answering questions. Because that's all this game is. It's just inputting and recycling. Hormozy learned everything from someone above him, right? And just having his own innovated or spin on it. So I join every program, every call to learn, how are you answering this? Oh, that's how you think about that problem. Interesting. So that's how you think about creative testing. Oh, that's how you think about economics. Oh, that's how you think about interesting. Okay, I had a different take. That's actually, I like the way you framed that. That's okay. And so I'm now in real time getting feedback. So when I go back to have a consulting call, right? I go back and I have a conversation with these private equity guys. Boom, I can almost quantify my value because I'm having more intrinsic conversations, you know? So that's what I'm getting as I did that lesson not to just give you guys the foundation, but also for here you guys. I want to give you something that you guys can also take when you're having conversations with your prospects that can make your status delta higher. You know, the more you can talk like an executive, or you can have not even like that, just business acumen, the more expert like you're going to be. Because a lot of these guys don't even think that way. It's just a pitch. And did I close them? You know, they talk about the same shit: leads, appointments, systems, you know, but when you can actually get into the weeds of stuff, people are going to look at you differently. Hence why I was able to close. Yeah, just people look at you differently, you know? So hopefully you guys found some value in it. All right, I got to dip. Love you guys. Hope you found some value.